Imagine walking into a school where every student is engaged, teachers are inspired, and the community is actively involved. How does a school principal create such a thriving educational environment? Is it just about discipline and the administration, or is there something else to it? You better believe there's more to it. And today I'm going to reveal the secrets behind successful school leadership. These aren't just theoretical ideas. They are practical, proven strategies that I've seen transform schools and shape futures. So I've walked this path and I've seen these strategies in action, leading to remarkable transformations. So if you're ready to take your leadership to the next level, get a pen, piece of paper, get ready to take some notes, and we're going to jump right into this episode. Hey everybody, Gordon Emerson here, Superintendent of Schools and Gallup Certified Strengths Coach. And on this channel, we take my experience from classroom teacher to school district superintendent to help you go further, faster in your educational leadership journey and help you leverage your strengths. So if this is your first time on our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you don't miss any cool updates or any of our newest episodes. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about school site principal leadership. Second best job I ever had, being a school site principal. Best job, superintendent, hands down. But true, authentic leadership, CEO level, strategic thinking, strategic leadership, impact, influence, decision making, all core to the position and the responsibility of the school site principal. So we're going to talk today and we're going to give you 5 strategies that are going to help you be a successful school site principal. We're going to give you 5 frameworks, 5 things to think about, 5 insights, 5 perspectives to help you be a better school site principal. And if you're an aspiring school site principal, the faster you learn these 5 frameworks and these 5 concepts, the faster you're going to be on your path and on your way to becoming a school site principal as well. So get ready. We're going to jump right in with insight number 1. Insight number 1. School site principals have to be visionary leaders. You've got to be able to think big picture, think outside the box, think not in today's terms. Your staff is thinking about today. Your assistant principal may be thinking about today. Students are thinking about today, but your job is not to think about today. It's to think about a year from now, 3 years from now, and 5 years from now. And the frame you always have to think through and keep front and center for yourself is, what do I see our school becoming next year, in 3 years, and in 5 years? That is the frame of a visionary leader. I'm not working for today. I'm working for the future because it's my job as the leader of the school to think about how I continually and constantly improve the conditions, improve the environment, improve the outcomes. And so if I'm only stuck in thinking about today and not visioning out what it looks like in 18 months, what it looks like in 24 months, then I'm not doing my job as a visionary leader. This is a success trait at its core. Leaders who cast vision galvanize a group of people to follow them, support them, help realize that vision. So you've got to stay in that visionary leadership role. You will have to manage. Don't worry. That's always going to be there. Manage while being a visionary leader. That's a successful principal in the making, one who stays thinking through that visionary lens. Keep that perspective, and that's leadership insight number 1. Principal leadership insight number 2, building relationships and community engagement. One of the core tenets of every successful principal is that they are able to be an ambassador. You are one of the most influential, as your school site principal, you are one of the most influential ambassadors, one of the most influential spokespeople, one of the most influential community members. Your words can move the community. Your words can shift and change the dynamic. What you choose to say, what message you choose to carry, What vision you choose to cast will have a profound impact on how you are engaging with the community, on how you are building relationships with the community. If you are effective at building relationships and then engaging the community, you can transform an entire school, an entire neighborhood, an entire facet of the school district. When you're focused on being a trustworthy leader, being somebody who values building relationships, who values developing rapport, connection, somebody who's dedicated to galvanizing the community, meeting the community where they are, being able to connect with them, understand what their shared values are, and become a part of that. These are core tenets. Again, core tenets for being a successful principal is understanding that our role is to galvanize, connect, and develop the community around us. And we do that by building relationships and constantly and vigorously engaging the community, getting their feedback, opening ourselves up to having communications, town halls, coffee with the principal, all these different activities where you open yourself up and you create two-way flows of communication to share with them that you are a person who believes in them, who wants to be connected with them, and more than anything else, you want to be a part of what it is that that community is about. You want to be a part of the solution. You want to be a part of the positive movements. Showing that, building that is all about relationships and all about community engagement. And that's trait number 2 for successful principals. Successful principal insight number 3, fostering a culture of excellence in teaching and learning. Let's talk about where the rubber meets the road. When we are given the opportunity, when we are given the privilege to lead a school, we are expected to create an environment where teaching and learning and student achievement are at the highest levels. It's constantly improving, it's constantly showing results, and you're constantly focused on creating excellence in the teaching and learning of the school. We are instructional leaders. As school site principals, as school district superintendents, we are instructional leaders. The reason for existing in education is to create an environment where students are achieving, where teachers are imparting their knowledge, their wisdom, and their experience to help students demonstrate their ability to learn, demonstrate their ability and capacity to be critical thinkers, and to be successful contributors to our society. That's the core function. And in order to do that, we stay focused as instructional leaders on creating excellence around teaching and learning. So what does that look like? It's a focus on making sure that teachers have what they need. They have the resources, they have the materials, they have the professional development and learning and support necessary to provide rigorous, authentic, engaging learning experiences. We support our students with systems and structures and accountability so that way they know and understand what is expected of them in order to be successful scholars within our system. It's our job to shape that culture and to create that culture of excellence. So, successful principal insight number 3 is creating and monitoring and expanding on a culture of excellence in teaching and learning. And that's insight number 3. Successful principal insight number 4. Strategic resource management. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Our responsibility is to be good stewards of the resources that are given to us by our community and by the taxpayers. The taxpayers' dollars is what helps us to be able to run our schools, organize our schools, and run our schools. And we have to be strategic managers of those resources, giving teachers what they need so that way they can galvanize the teaching process, giving scholars what they need so that way they can demonstrate their learning and have a well-rounded, authentic, robust, engaged, fun, exciting learning experience. At the end of the day, we want to create that for them. And so we want to be good managers of the resource to be able to create and give them those experiences. Our job is to be the keeper of the coin and to make sure that those dollars are used for the right programs, the right services, make sure that our students can be a part of wonderful activities, extracurriculars, make sure that our teachers and staff have the appropriate resources and tools and professional growth and learning opportunities so that way they can be their best, so they can be engaged and they can be committed and they can be connected. Our job is to make sure that we build a robust plan using all of the budgetary resources that we have to create a school environment where everybody in that school system can thrive. From our school site principal to our certificated staff members, to our classified staff members, to our scholars. We want to create a robust environment for that. And the way we do that is by being a strategic resource manager. And that's insight number 4. Successful principal insight number 5. Data-driven decision-making. You've got to be data-driven. The numbers, the data, the evidence, the metrics tell us what we should be doing, and more importantly, what we should not be doing. Where we can and should focus our energy and attention, and what we can strategically abandon. When we have to make critical decisions, and we have to make decisions that are going to impact people, impact programs, impact the operations of the organization, what data and what evidence are we relying on to be able to make a strong, thoughtful, and durable decision? Because when we are in charge of that level of responsibility, we don't want to make decisions willy-nilly. We want to be thoughtful and pragmatic. And we use data to be able to substantiate, defend, and extend on the decisions that we're going to make. So thinking through how we analyze and use the data to be data-driven in instruction, like where we put more resource, where we might see some struggle. Maybe students are struggling in a particular grade level. Well, how would we know that? It's the data that would drive and tell us that. Maybe students are struggling in the English department at the high school. Well, how would we know that? The data is going to tell us that. We have to understand that there are opportunities all throughout looking at the data objectively and then using it to make valid assumptions about what we should do different. Also, programs, services, looking at how transportation is functioning, looking at how school nutrition is functioning, is looking at the data. Is there food waste? Do we have the appropriate number of windows or lines or serving areas to make sure students can be nourished and can be fed? All data driven. And when we have the data, and if we're constantly effectively having a cycle of inquiry where we're looking at the data on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis and then adjusting, these are highly effective practices for us to have as principals. So be data driven in your decision making, because when you make decisions based on data, you're making decisions that can be strongly defended, strongly supported, and strongly advocated for. So data-driven decision-making, that's leadership insight number 5. So which of the 5 leadership insights resonated most with you? Which of the 5? Share with us in the comments below which of these 5 most strongly resonated with you and that you want to know more and you want to learn more about. Share that with us in the comments below, and we'll create additional content and additional videos and insights to help support you in that. So there you have it, 5 insights that will help you be a successful principal. If you're already practicing in the principalship, use these 5 strategies, incorporate them into your professional practice, incorporate them into the work that you're doing. If you're an aspiring principal, take these notes, keep these notes, have them with you, prepare, use these types of insights. Use these frameworks as you prepare for your principal interview. Because when you go in for that principal interview, if you can pull from these things like visionary leadership, commitment to excellence in teaching and learning, strategic resource management, data-driven decision-making, these are the types of things that I, as a superintendent, I'm looking and listening for from principal candidates. These are the types of things, the skills, the knowledge, and the attributes that I want principals to have if they're going to come in and do work within our school district. So hopefully you got something out of that. So if you got something out of today's video, give us a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, share it with 10, 20, 50 friends. The more you share this content and the more you share this information, the more we can share it out with even more people. We can continue to grow this community, continue to build this community up. Right? And if you want more information, you can check the resources in the description below. There's lots of information that we can share and help you on your journey as you continue to grow in your leadership. And if you want more information, check this video out. It's good as well. It's also one that is going to help you along your way in your journey. And so until we see you on our next episode, we want to continue to ask you to take care of each other, take care of yourself, and be well, everyone. Thanks. We'll see you soon.